Hey everybody, welcome to Dave and Joe Liberty Stand. And Joe just said we got to go, and he didn't even tell me what we're talking about. So,
you asked me charity. We talked a little bit about that.
Yeah.
In the 9 principles, we're on the. By the way, we're on the 912 project. We're on the 12 values, and the next value that we're talking about is charity. We kind of discussed that because that was in the principles too.
Right.
The 9 principles, but where the government can't.
I'll tell you what.
Anyway, go ahead.
Tell them about tithing. What is tithing, and why should we do that?
Well, my understanding in the Old Testament, where God, the Jewish people, that God had it wasn't a commandment, but it was a kind of like what it was for is pretty much what the government's doing today in our country which
is why we ought to do it.
Yeah, well, you put into you give to God. Your first fruits is what it is. So the best of what you have, you're giving to God because you are acknowledging God and who He is. But that part of it, I would say, my understanding of it would be is to, when you tithe, when you give, then that's to help other people who are of lesser means.
It's charity. It means we help out from our own pocket.
Right.
Okay,
time, talent, and treasure we talk about today in the church. That's kind of you give of those.
The government wants to say they got to take more taxes to spread it out to other people because they need it. Blah blah blah. Well, no. We should do it ourselves. We should judge for ourselves.
There's a lot of
Every individual should decide what we give our money to. Instead.
Well, and isn't part of the main government role is to protect? Is that correct?
No, the main government role is to
protect from enemy.
Protect and I can't think of the word. Basically, to the Constitution of the United States. If they
protect
do
the rights,
protect and to
serve,
or whatever the line.
Well, what I'm getting
I gotta print that out so I.
But what I'm getting at is there is some money that we should give to the government for that role.
Right, because they do have
but not everything, right? I mean,
they have a certain. Okay, to do this, I don't have it printed out, and this is one of our later shows when I'm not really on top.
Right.
So, they have very few roles, but yeah.
Right. Well, okay, but going back to charity though, is it's of the heart. You're giving out of a heart of not begrudgingly. I mean, we mentioned that before, where I don't want to give, but charity is like having compassion for other people, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, wouldn't you say? I mean, that's like, okay, I want to give to help this person because they're in need. Okay,
right.
So that's charity.
Well, first of all, before we end this, and we will, because we need to move on. Charity starts at home. Your family and friends. If everybody helped their family and friends that needed help, we'd all be good. I mean,
Yeah, and I think you get in some of that though. Even we don't want to enable negative behavior.
No, when I say help,
either.
that doesn't mean throw money.
Charity, yeah, it may be investing into.
That means you come over here,
talking with them. You work
and here's what I'm going to do for you, and you're going to do this for me in return.
Right. Well, we tried to do that with a family member,
and if somebody can't be helped,
they didn't want to work.
Then they can't.
They didn't want to earn. Well, even God says a man who is not willing to work.
I'll go back to Ben Franklin on this.
Wow. Yeah.
We should not let people be comfortable in their poverty.
Yeah. You said. Yeah.
So that's why the government shouldn't help them either.
Because
I'm not talking about people with disabilities or anything like that. I'm talking about people that can,
able-bodied, and
they won't. If if the government's not there to run to, if the government's not there to run to,
right.
if they've got no other options except for their family, the friends of their church, or hopefully that's all that.
Right. Exactly.
Not for me, but hopefully it's for other people. But you're a worthless piece of crap, and go shoot a squirrel and eat that. So there you go.
You have a 22?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, but I have other things.
You need to get one to shoot your squirrel. I mean, 'cause you don't want to waste the. No, anyway. So let's go on to the next one
I
because
think that was a shot.
Sincerity.
But,
Sincerity. That's the next one.
Yeah.
That kind of ties in with charity. Sincerity is.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, it doesn't.
No.
I'm wrong.
He's wrong.
Go.
He's wrong.
Tell us.
Sincerity.
Sincere.
Say what you mean when you say it. I mean, man, wouldn't life be so much better if everybody was just? It goes back to honesty too. Just be sincere.
Sincere.
I mean,
Well, you're like if you say, "Oh, honey, you look beautiful in that dress." You're sincere about it.
And if I say,
You better not say. Oh wait, you already did.
and I'm divorced.
And he's divorced. All right. What about moderation?
Yeah, you go ahead. Go.
We're gonna pass that one.
Go,
Okay.
yeah.
We're gonna pass moderation.
No.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. Listen.
Food, entertainment.
I make a joke because I like to have a lot of drinks and I smoke a lot of cigarettes. Okay.
And it's not in moderation. Is that what you're saying?
When I can get away with it, it is not. I enjoy that. It's bad. It's something that it's a work in progress. Well, it's not really. What's the next one?
It's a work in progress.
What's the next one?
It's not a work. It's just in progress.
Moderation.
There's no work involved for you. It's
yeah.
hard work.
What's the next one?
Hard work. That's it.
Hard work.
It's hard work.
It's hard work to try to do moderation. But,
hard work. But
yeah.
no, there was an awesome scripture. I wish we need to look these up. But there's a scripture about if a man is not willing to work for his food, for his livelihood, then an able-bodied, I'm saying, not like
Right.
you said, not disabled, but then he's not going to eat.
Right.
And what's going on today in our country? There are so many people who have allowed the government to enable them to be, to sit.
They've got a car.
Yeah.
They've got a cell phone. They've got a computer at home. They've got.
You can't blame them. I mean, heck, if you can get it done for
That's
free.
the evil.
Yeah, it is.
It's evil.
Yeah.
So basic. Where are we at? What number was that?
I don't know.
Well, do we have
8.
any more?
Oh yeah, courage.
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 Okay, right now. Okay, this is a good one right now. Because
Okay.
we're going through all this list, man, and I'm sorry we're kind of, as we go on, we're kind of just skimming through them, but courage is where it really is at, because we're at a point now. Courage isn't something that, well, it's like being brave. It's not that you're not scared to do something. It's that you are scared and you do it anyway. I mean, and
Right.
you have to. And you got to. Have the freaking...
For the right reason.
Do right because it's right. It doesn't matter if you're ridiculed. It doesn't matter if somebody wants to attack you. The best... Martin Luther King Jr., great example of it. He died, I'm sorry to say this because this will probably scare people away from doing this. All the best people that stood up and had courage, they wasn't good for them in the end, but what they tried to do won.
Yeah. But I mean, they could put their head on the pillow and go to sleep at night because they knew they did the right thing.
Right.
How many times? How many of us can't do that?
You know what?
Because
I guess courage means be true to yourself. Don't you think? I mean,
be true to your God and your Creator, and yeah. Well, we better pause, I think, for a second, because we're gonna pause and then
we are.
we got one more down in us.
I
Okay,
think so.
you guys, we'll be right back.
one more.
God bless you. We'll be back.